Hello, let's get a message from Spirit using the Gateway of Light activation. What is the message for the collective, please, Spirit? Message for the collective, loving messages for the collective. Oh, okay, Orion activation. Supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Okay, I think this is the first time I've ever seen this card. New energy, Orion activation, supernova, recreation or recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Okay, let's read about this. I'm thinking portals, gateway, threshold. Those pillars are standing out to me. Stability, ancient Greece, ancient Rome. Page 115. Orion is one of the best known constellations in the night sky. Its name is Greek. Okay, we mentioned ancient Greece, I think. Its name is Greek for hunter, and its stars can be seen as a figure with a sword accompanied by a dog, Sirius. At the center of the constellation, 3 stars, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka, appear in a belt-like formation. To the south of Orion's belt, there's a nebula that has revealed much about how stars and planetary systems are formed. The best way to describe this space is as a star nursery. Interesting. During a star's last evolutionary stages, it explodes into a supernova. Okay, the word explodes stands out to me, making me think of the Ace of Swords, also the Tower in the Tarot, which provides the perfect space for a new star to be born. Okay, obviously they mentioned stars, so I'm thinking also the star card in the Tarot. For a new star to be born. So rebirth energy, they do mention on the card here, rebirth by light. The Orion constellation is home to a number of higher beings, many of whom are dedicated to the evolution of our planet. Star being support. Even though the idea of the constellation being a hunter may make it seem highly masculine, its energies are in fact similar to those of the Lemurians. Okay, Lemuria may resonate with someone, and its inhabitants therefore honor all beings. The beings of Orion are in fact sacred space holders who help all of those with star power. Okay, and we mentioned the star. With star power and star potential to make the changes required to become the most ascended and aware form of themselves. Okay, that also makes me think of the Queen of Wands energy. She is very magnetic. Okay, and very inspiring she is. Okay, who help all of those with star power and star potential to make the changes required to become the most ascended and aware form of themselves. Okay, yeah, definitely rebirth energy coming into your own. Realizing the version that you came here to express in this lifetime. Okay, your message. All of your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. It is essential for your old way of being to fall away and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. So potentially old energies are surfacing, old memories, old thinking patterns. Okay, the old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or live up to. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them, someone who has been born with the knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference to the world, whether on a global scale or in a particular corner of the planet. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential. And that makes me think that, well, it's just a reminder, potentially, you may resonate with being a star seed, or just being a child of the cosmos. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential. But also that makes me think of, well, it's a reminder that you are an eternal being. That once you transition from this physical incarnation, you will return back to the formless, back to source energy. Back to the stars, so to speak. Okay, wow. New energies. Okay. And look at that bottom of the deck, the devil energy. Rebirth by the light. Okay, so definitely seeing the death card in the tarot as well. Okay. Discontent and boredom, the Four of Cups. This is the energy that is fading away. Shadow, number 18, that's the Moon card. Emotional withdrawal, that is the Eight of Cups. Emerging from the shadows. Rest and rejuvenate, Four of Swords. This is an incubation period. Magician. Awareness. Patience and planning, that's the Seven of Pentacles, I believe. And look at the pillars. Yeah, the pillars stood out to me. The columns here. There they are. Strength, stability. 11-11. Yeah, you're in the gestation period, about to emerge. This is the Hierophant, wisdom. So that makes me look back at the Magician card, how his crown is highlighted by that golden halo. And his crown, there's something glowing on his crown. So this makes me think of your psychic abilities, your strong intuition. Yeah, your spiritual gifts, the Hierophant. And the Seven of Pentacles energy makes me look at the Shadow card or the Moon card. How? So much happens in the realm of the unseen before the manifestation appears in the physical, in the third density. It's like the analogy of the seed being planted underground. Developing, maturing in darkness before bursting through. Third eye chakra, yeah, your intuition, your psychic abilities. A lot is happening in stillness. I'm looking at the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. They're in stillness and they're grounded, getting grounded. Okay, I think I mentioned the Ace of Swords, potentially, maybe not. Ace of Swords, triumphant success. So rebirth energy here. Again. Something within you is about to burst forth, burst into the light. Okay, that makes me think of the message that we read in the guidebook about your star potential. What's this Ace of Swords? What would you like to say? Spiritual union, the Two of Cups, and it fell on Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning. Okay, you're manifesting a divine counterpart, a kindred spirit. It's happening in divine timing. The Justice card flipped over. Okay, 8. 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. Okay, she's looking at a star here, making me think of the supernova. The constellations. Stargazing. What's this Eight of Wands energy? Again, it keeps falling here. Patience and planning. Another ace. Ace of Wands. A burst of inspiration. New beginnings, yeah. Rebirth energy, transformation energy. The 0 point on the cusp, threshold. It's like your new self is being introduced to the world. 9 of Cups. An overflow of emotional contentment. We also have another 9. This is the Hermit card, solitude. A lot of lone figures except for, well, the spiritual union, the Two of Cups, and the Shadow, the Moon card, but it's a reflection of the same person. So coming into union within, integrating your shadow aspects with your light aspects, your masculine, feminine energies coming into balance. And also manifesting in the physical, a kindred spirit, your soulmate. And this is all happening from having gone within, spent a lot of time in solitude, getting to know yourself. to focus on your energy, gaining a lot of wisdom. I'm noticing, okay, the Hermit, she's holding a book. The Hierophant, he's holding a book. Reflecting on the experience that you experienced in this lifetime, but potentially also receiving downloads, information, or remembrances of the knowledge and wisdom gained in previous incarnations, other incarnations. In ancient civilizations. Did we read about, did they mention Lemuria? Yes, Lemurians. Its energies are in fact similar to those of the Lemurians. Another ace. Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins at the bottom of the deck there. And look at that, the Star card wanted to come out. Supernova. So the Star came out right after the Hermit, coming out of your cave, your Hermit cave. Choose wisely. This is the Seven of Cups, and again, a lot of cards keep falling here. Near patience and planning, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant card. Keyword being wisdom. So using your discernment when making decisions from a place of groundedness. Okay. Can you tell us? Wow, see, it keeps falling here. Sacral chakra. Okay. You may be creating something right now or are about to. We saw the Ace of Wands here, passion ignited. This could also be a burst of creative ideas. I think we already mentioned that when seeing the Ace of Wands. A burst of creative ideas, a burst of creativity. Feeling inspired. We saw the Star card. Feeling inspired. And through your creations, inspiring others. You may attract a lot of opportunities. And solar plexus. Wow. Okay, lots of chakras. Third eye, sacral, and solar plexus. What would you like to say about the solar plexus energy? Okay. Four of Wands. Foundation and achievements. Okay, so you may be working on your, whether you're consciously doing it or not, you're being energetically balanced. And I think your self-worth, confidence, that energy is being balanced at this time. Feeling worthy of a beautiful, loving, abundant life. Anything else you'd like to add about the solar plexus? Intuition, and also confidence surrounding your intuitive gifts and abilities. That's a high priestess. Okay. How many minutes? 22 on the timer. Okay. Let's go to my homemade deck here. You don't have to prove it. You're becoming the proof. You are the proof. You're being the living example. Just by living your life, by shining your light, by birthing your light. Okay, let's go to the light seers. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Anything else you'd like to add? What else would you like the collective to know? 5 of Swords. Anxiety. And the star is coming out again. Supernova. Supernova. Yeah, so Spirit really wants to highlight. Well, not only you are the old thinking patterns may be surfacing. That doesn't mean that you are not making progress. And Spirit wants to highlight, because we're seeing the star twice, the opening message of your star potential. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential. You may resonate with being a starseed. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I think there was an invocation here. Okay, here we go. If you'd like to connect with the energy of this starter card, the Orion activation, supernova, recreation or recreation, renewal, rebirth by light. Find Orion in the night sky or connect with its image online. Then say, Great Wise Ones of Orion, thank you for supporting my recreation and renewal. I am ready to shine like a star. Okay, Spirit is letting you know that despite old energies, old thinking patterns, old feelings that may be surfacing at this time, you are ready. You are ready to shine like a star. Spirit, your higher self, they know when you are ready. Our egos may expect us to, quote, be ready when we're perfect, but there's no such thing as a perfect human being. Spirit, your higher self, they have a grander perspective and they know when you're ready. And our idea, our human idea of what ready is not really the same as being ready from the perspective of Source. when you're ready. To shine your light, to express yourself in the way that only you can express yourself. It will happen organically as opposed to through force. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.